With just 3 weeks until the election, legendary journalist Bob Woodward's new book, War, is now out. It offers a number of insights into the American presidency, both about President Biden and former President Trump. Bob Woodward joins me tonight. Bob, we are 21 days away from Election Day. The race, obviously, neck and neck. You have so many fascinating things in this book. You write about a 2023 conversation you had with retired General Mark Milley, whom former President Trump appointed to the Joint Chiefs chairmanship. You said General Milley told you about Trump, quote, "He is the most dangerous person ever. I had suspicions when I talked to you about his mental decline and so forth, but now I realize he's a total fascist. He's the most dangerous person to this country." From any other person, that might just be, something that, comes and goes. But from General Milley, that's a remarkable statement. What went through your mind when he said that?
I was astonished because Milley, as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, a very respected person, somebody who really had a record as a military leader, to say that about Trump. Not that he's a problem or we can't trust him, but to take it to the point of saying he is a danger to the country. He is the most dangerous person I know. And almost like he's an assignment editor to me as a journalist and a reporter of, we need to do something about this.
You also write about conversations that you say Trump had with Vladimir Putin after leaving office. You report as many as 7 instances of those. The former president was asked about that today during an event in Chicago. I just want to play what he said.
Can you say yes or no whether you have talked to Vladimir Putin since you stopped being president?
Well, I don't comment on that, but I will tell you that if I did, it's a smart thing. If I'm friendly with people, if I have a relationship with people, that's a good thing, not a bad thing, in terms of a country.
Obviously not a denial there, certainly. What do you make of that response?
Well, I make it of a kind of affirmation to say it's a smart thing. How is this a smart thing? Who is Vladimir Putin? Look, Putin is the 20th century's Adolf Hitler. What Putin is doing in Ukraine is not just territorial assault. It is him saying, and if you read what he said and written about this, Russia's entitled to Ukraine, so we are just going to take it. And that's precisely what he's working on. It's the biggest war that's going on in the world right now. And what's the battlefield status now? That the Ukrainians, who have been supported by the United States and other democratic-loving allies, they actually, last I heard about this, Ukraine occupied 93 villages in Russia. So this is not going very well at this moment for Russia.
Well, I think back to the only debate between Harris and Trump. When you saw how easily Harris manipulated Trump to get upset and completely lose it for the rest of the debate by simply saying that people were bored by his rallies and walked out, I'm wondering, have you ever seen a world leader who is so easily open to manipulation, to flattery, to praise, I'm sure in interviews you have probably use this as a tactic to with Trump. I remember in doing interviews, you say a sort of vaguely positive thing, and then you could ask him other things, and it sort of washes over him, and it's okay for a little while.
Okay, but here's one of the things I was able to report in the book. CIA Director Bill Burns, quote, says, Putin manipulates. He's professionally trained to do that. Putin's got a plan, just as he did when Trump was in office, at playing Trump. Now, that's not some political opponent saying that about Trump. That's the CIA director who is steeped in the analysis in this idea. And No, they have very good intelligence on this. What's Putin trying to do? He's trying to play Donald Trump. So I think we are in such a dangerous position that Trump might become president again.
Bob Woodward, the new book is called War. Thanks for your time.